bit questionable against some teams you would think they should be able to beat, like Lunatic and SKDC. So they've had a couple of fumbles here or there, but otherwise, I mean, they've avoided losses, which is huge. I mean, at least they're always putting points on the board for the standings every game they play. But they are going to be starting out here on the CT side first here against Ace Gaming. Roster rundown for both teams. Naf, Pit, Lex, Anger, Peter. For Luminosity, then for Ace it is Monty, Mazaki, Disciple, Pex, and Vez. So both teams using our normal starting five. No stand-ins, no subs, nothing crazy like that. Just pretty standard rosters here.
So into round one, and nothing coming out yet from Ace. Just kind of sitting back. Actually, we're going to have Pex go through the fence. They just get shredded by Nafly. Stays up. That's going to be Anger taking down Maxaki after Maxaki was able to trade out Nafly. So now the Execute is coming towards the A bomb site. 2 CTs will be there. We're actually going to have Pit in the bomb site. Lex is rotating his way over. And here comes Peter. He's going to be up the highway already. He's got Monty in his face. Can he take him down? He will remove him. As that's going to be Disciple and Vez teaming up. Actually, Disciple hits himself 2 shots, so Lex and Anger in the sight still. Lex is there. He's got to hit that shot. Finally takes down Vez. Now Disciple into a 2 versus 1. Lex is in his face. Anger's there. Can Disciple hit the first one? Will get it, but Lex will eventually trade him out from the back of quad. And that's pistol round going in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, I mean, Ace just trying to throw a bit of a fake there. They send a couple of players into the B bomb site with 3 people kind of staging up inside A main, but you know, fakes don't work if you can't apply enough pressure. And because they didn't get any picks over in B, really, they just had like an uneven exchange where Luminosity got 2 kills, they only got 1. I mean, no one from Luminosity was tempted to rotate from the A bomb side, so they kind of just held firm there. And while Disciple did kind of pop off a couple of frags with the Tech 9, this wasn't enough to get the job done. And now, of course, they will pistol armor upgrade. They do have the scout onto Mizaki. He's trying to take some picks into B right now. But everyone just kind of holding back, not giving up anything for free. And just kind of playing your default positions for the most part, even though Anger and Lex have made a bit of a switch. Usually Lex is playing towards the B side. Anger is actually here this time, but this could just be because it's, you know, second round.
Maxark is going to be trying to work that scout as Monty will go down. Maxark is going to be in A main at the moment. That scout trying to work around. No one getting too aggressive at A, though. They're playing very smart here. Just using the fact that they have the gun advantage to force the issue. And Pit's actually going to step out, take down Vez. We're going to see Peter at the bottom of the highway, out headshot, looking towards Disciple. He's got a Rec 9 in his hand that he was picked up off one of the players from first round. As Naf will take down Disciple, working through the vent. Here comes Naf going for another one on the Pex. Can he hit the shot? Final bullet will take him down as a touchdown grenade from Anger. Will take down Maxaki. That's a 2K for Naf, a 2K for Anger. That's a 2-0 in favor of Luminosity.
And a flawless victory as well. So not having to upgrade any of their guns, just being able to keep that SMG on Pit so we can continue to, you know, bring in the bank. Everyone else still being able to hold on to their FAMASs. So, like I said, just really powerful stuff when you can not only dodge the bullet of getting eco, which does happen sometimes because the Tech 9s can be quite powerful, but at the same time, doing so where you don't drop any guns and allow your economy to be tampered with. So, definitely just a really dominant win there for LG. Ace now gathering up inside the A main is smoking their way for now. Oh, that grenade just wrecked Pex and Mizaki. But they are going to try to storm out into the A, and they're just going to run into a blender, man.
Yeah, Pit and Lex are all over it here. Lex is able to get himself 3 into the round. Now it's all up to Pex, low on HP, just trying to hide below the shroud spot. And Pit's going to check the corner. He has a feeling, and his feeling was 100% correct. That was interesting. But yeah, Lex gets himself 3. Pit gets the other 2. That's 3-0 in favor of Luminosity.
Yep, so another flawless victory there for Luminosity. So once again, they're just going to hold onto those FAMASs. Why not? They're still pretty powerful guns, and no need to upgrade those. Pit, I don't know if he'll keep the SMG or if he will actually upgrade. Yeah, it looks like he does grab the M4. So Peter actually will be taking his op over to B this time, looking for a pick. And yeah, Anger going to be playing mid here with Pit. This is pretty classic LG. They like to put Peter in sight sometimes, anchoring with the op while they put some aggression on it with Anger and Pit, while Lex kind of anchors the other side. So this is one of their CT setups when they want to get aggressive mid. And let's see how it works out, as we do see Ace Gaming sending a couple over here towards B and mid. So they may want to do some type of mid to B split here.
So into round number 4. First full buy round for Ace Gaming going against not upgraded. Wow, Peter actually misses that shot on a completely blind Maxaki as we have Vez take down Pit. That's going to be a 5-4 advantage for Ace Gaming into the round. We still have plenty of time left here.
Yeah, they picked up Pit. I mean, Anger's still inside the vent, so he still has a presence at mid. Naf's also actually rotated to that Z connector. So they still have some eyes on mid, but, I mean, Ace could definitely overpower this. And so Anger's really going to be huge here if they do actually decide to attack into vents to be able to hold that off.
He's got to be upset with that. Maxaki actually tried to avoid the flashbang coming in, walks directly in front of Disciple and prevents all the damage from going on to Anger. Monty actually works his way all the way into the B-bomb site, or at least into checkered room at the moment. Gonna be trying to look to see if he can find any of these CTs. Can't find them yet. Ace Gaming, time is slipping away here. They need to commit to one of these sites. They only have about 22 seconds now to try and work in, and it looks like they're gonna go up highway. Lex will take down Maxaki, but he's got a grip of terrorists heading in his direction at the moment as Pex will take down Napfly. Lex gotta pick up some more, can't quite do it as we lose Peter also. Now it's all up to Anger on the one-man rotate, 1v3 to retake the A-bomb site.
Yeah, I don't see it happening, man. In fact, he made to save this AK. There's really not much of a foothold for him to use to thrust himself in there and try to make a retake happen. So just grab the op, save it for Peter next round. And that was just Ace Gaming, you know, applying that mid pressure and catching Pit. That was a huge pick to get an instant 5v4. And you can kind of see they're able to chase Anger out of the vents and force him into the B-bomb site, which opened up mid completely at that point. And from there, they just could manipulate that, you know, getting up highway. Lex trying to hold as best he can, but just got overpowered. And Ace Gaming will actually take the opening rifle round. Now, granted, there's a lot of bank for Luminosity. Like I said, they held on to their FAMASs. They didn't lose any guns for 2 rounds in a row prior, so they still have plenty of bank to put a buy together here, so that's not really an issue.
Yeah, so now it's going to be the first full buy round for both of these teams, as now Luminosity is going to fully upgrade here. Besides just Peter having that op in his hand, Ace Gaming is going to go on to a buy, going to grab AKs with quite a bit of utility into round 5. If they can string together 2 rounds here, that would be great for their economy. But if they lose this one, they are all but in shambles, going to be forced into a save.
Yeah, so like I said, looks like they've made kind of a personnel change. I'm used to seeing Lex on the B side of the map and Anger kind of anchoring that A-bomb side, so they have made a little bit of a swap on their CT side of how they want to play it. NAF is still B and Pit's still highway, but they've definitely, you know, kind of moved Anger and Lex around. And of course, Peter's always floating around with that op. He could be anywhere, which is what's one of the really cool things Luminosity does with him, is just move him around. And you never know where he's going to peek you from. There he's going to peek aggressive in the squeaky halls, get a kill and fall back, not overextending. And that's Luminosity off to a good start here in round number 5.
Oh, Napfly, what a great flashbang coming in, able to take down Monty full blind. He's going to re-peek, try and take down Maxaki, does some damage. There comes Anger, though. Anger's going to step in. Wow, Maxaki just skated across the screen for me. It looked like he was having quite a bit of lag issue there, but hopefully that can get solved quickly. But Anger gonna lock him down into the sunroom. Bomb coming in that direction. Also, there goes Disciple from behind. They're gonna be forced to rotate out now, as Luminosity's gonna rotate players in to defend here. But there's not a lot of time left. Napfly will pick up both frags after Pex will take down Anger. That is gonna end it. Napfly with 3, Peter with the other 2. That makes it 4-1 Luminosity.
Yeah, I mean, Peter just moving that op around. Like I said, sometimes he'll be picking B main. Sometimes he'll just do a passive 2-1-2 where he keeps his eyes on mid. But every now and then you'll see him also push into A main or squeaky hall and just catches Ace completely off guard for the opening pick. Had a second one in there as well, and then Nap just doing a great job inside those checkers, holding off the B attack. And so now we do see kind of a little bit more of that 2-1-2 setup I was talking about, with Peter just kind of holding the mid and 2 in each site. They're getting very aggressive at B, though, pressing through, getting the information. And this is a save round for Ace. Looks like they want to explode into A. They kind of did this on, I think, round number 3, and it didn't work out very well. So we'll see if they have better results this time around.
So now Peter's going to rotate his way over. It's going to be a good hold initially. Pitt's able to pick up the first 3 from up top. Fully blind at the end of the exchange.
Scumbag Naf.
And Naf actually prevents the ace, and he rotates in very deep, but Pitt will get the 4K. And that's a big shutdown for Luminosity going against that echoing Ace Gaming.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Pitt, just a really good rotator in that highway position, just knows where to be, put himself in perfect position just to spray that down. Of course, it was a save round from Ace. So that was kind of to be expected that it would turn into a massacre in Luminosity's favor. But guns are back out here for Ace Gaming. Once again, we're returning to the aggressive mid setup with Pitt and Anger. But Peter's going to be supporting them this time with the op. He's not going to be playing a side as he has the past few rounds. So 1-3-1 basically here. A lot of emphasis on mid. And like I said, Luminosity loves to shift Peter around. Never know where he's going to be taking picks at. So you never know what's actually safe to peek into. And smoke up here from Lex, just anchoring this A-bomb site. Looks like it's new CT position from what I can tell this game. And once again, Ace Gaming kind of gathering up here in A main. Mizaki will actually slip through the smoke in the forklift, and Lex catches him.
Lex is able to take that frag down. Peter will hit one onto Vez. Here comes the rest of the terrorists trying to execute in. 2 of them anyways. Lex back there low on HP will hit Disciple and Pex. Stays up at only 22 HP, hunting for that 4K. It's going to come in and steal it from him, though. Lex gets himself 3. Pitt is able to get a frag there, and Peter. That will make it 6-1 in favor of Luminosity Gaming.
Yeah, just a good hold there by Lex, catching Mizaki trying to slip into the smoke and get into forklift, which is a pretty common, first look you take as a terrorist inside the A-bomb site, just not panning out. There was a little bit of a gap in the smoke that Lex could see around the edge of and just basically got a free frag. And once again, Ace Gaming forced to save. But when they get guns back, I'd love to see them go back for that mid control. I mean, it worked out for them. That's the one round they have under their belt, just based off of exercising some control of mid, catching the CTs, playing aggressive, and being able to punish it. And they haven't even thought about doing that again.
So another eco round coming from Ace is just said. Peter's going to hit that shot on Maxaki. I thought he almost just got ripped apart, but nope. Didn't happen. Pitt will take down Vez. Now it's all up to Pex. He's going to be the Lone Ranger here. 1 versus 5 at the moment with that P250 in hand. He's got directly in that... Yeah, directly in the bomb site, though, is Lex and Pitt.
He just...
throws the bomb out, and they actually don't look... What? What? What?
They saw the bomb get thrown, right? How did they not see where it got thrown from?
I believe they saw the bomb.
You would think. It's pretty obvious when you see a freaking bomb fly across your screen and land in the middle of A main like that. That was at least something we can chuckle about, right? Yeah. That was impressive. A flawless victory once again from Luminosity Gaming. So their bank is ridiculous right now. I mean, their GDP is probably higher than America at this point, as much money as they have over there. So Mizaki will have his op back here once again, trying to look for picks in the B, but 2 of his teammates have already died on the other side of the map. So yeah, that always stinks when you're trying to work a pick on one area of the map and then half your team dies on the other side.
Yep, that's going to be Peter and Pitt picking up both of those frags. They're looking good so far right now. There's not much to say here. Luminosity's aim is on point at the moment, and Ace Gaming having some trouble collecting these frags. Good shot coming out there. I believe that actually just winged Peter just barely, but does a little bit of damage. Maxaki makes his way all the way into the Z connector. Here comes the rotate from Menger, though. Sees Monty, able to take Monty down initially. Now there's going to be Pex left in middle all by himself, but Maxaki's rotated all the way up top. Nafly's in a dangerous position here. Maxaki sees him, goes for the shot, will take him down. Anger now knows where the final terrorist alive is. He's going to throw smoke down into the vents to prevent Maxaki from easily getting a sight onto him. And now Maxaki 1 versus 4 rotates towards CT. Peter's there with his op. Does Maxaki look down in time? Not quick enough. Peter will hit the op shot. 2K for Anger, 2K for Peter. That's going to make the score 8-1. In favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, I just want to point out one thing, if my producer brings up the scoreboard. It is 9 rounds played, and if you look, Naf has the most deaths with only 3. So that means that he's only died a third of the game and played so far, and that's the worst player. You have some guys who've only died once, or most of them only died twice in 9 rounds played. So a lot of rounds where they're keeping, 4 or 5 guys alive. That's just how dominant this game has been. I know the scoreboard kind of reflects that, but sometimes when you see 8-1, you think it's like a landslide victory, but yet the rounds are actually kind of close. In this case,
going
no.
Down to 1-on-1s and 2-on-1s.
Yeah, no, not this time.
Yeah,
it's been LG with 4 or 5 guys up at the end of every round, pretty much.
Anger's gonna be getting pushed in the B-bomb side. Nafly will be on the rotate out of the checker. Had a good chance to make a double. Couldn't collect it, though. Peter will fall also, so now Pitt and Lex by themselves, or well, not by themselves. It's gonna be the 2 of them anyways, going against Monty at 3 HP, Max at 100, same with Vez. Disciple is down to 48, Pex at 78. So they have a chance to make this happen. It will be a 2-man retake attempt, but it is going to be 2 versus 5. And the slow rotate coming from Pitt, as Lex is just watching. No, they're just going for exits here. They're not even going to commit to try to take this bomb.
I would just go
they have
for
plenty
it
of money at this point.
Exactly, and you could just cripple Ace's economy if you force them to rebuy. Because, their money gets reset, they'd have no money to buy, obviously. So if I were them, I would just I would just man up and go for it. They're obviously going to look for Ethics, and Pitt will be here to try to get some kills, like in these guys going Sunroom. And he's not able to get either one. Lex, though, trying to catch people going into CT spawn. Can't get it. I would have been a bit more aggressive about trying to get these kills, actually, I think, given the money situation. But either way, Ace does finally put another round on the board, just kind of grouping up at B and just going for a 5-man hit, up against 2 players and just being able to win that duel. And finally, getting something going. But can they keep it going is the question. I mean, last time they won a round, it was 5 rounds before they got another one on the board. They don't even have that many more to play around with. So they need to get it in gear. And it looks like they are going to go for a mid control, something I did want to see out of them because it was working with them the last time.
Yeah, but look how aggressive Luminosity is outside the B bomb site. 3 players there initially. The number 5 man of Peter will rotate back to watch the vent, and Anger hits the dink, but Monty will collect the headshot with the AK. That's going to be another opener in favor of Ace Gaming. That'll make it 5 versus 4 into round 11.
Yeah, but a lot of mid control here from Ace. Mizaki actually slipping into CT spawn, and they might actually just run into CT, and from here, they can do all kinds of stuff, but Peter's wise to it. He actually the only guy on the B side of the map right now because Pitt's so pressed up, able to catch on to what's going on, and now he's waiting for the heaven push as well, and he'll find that also and get the bomb down. Great plays here from Peter holding on to this B site.
Can he make another one on the Pex? Misses that shot. Vez will drop down. There comes the drop. Peter's got to look up. Hits the leg shot. Doesn't take him down. But Disciple grabs that off in his hand. So Pitt's going to be the lone man. Can he take down Vez? So much damage goes out. Eventually takes him down. He's got to be worried, though. Molotov drops. Oh, he's going to get Disciple. Disciple dropped a little too soon. Pitt is able to hit 2 so far. Now it's Pex op in hand. Doesn't quite have the bomb yet. Pitt's going to get aggressive off this. Throws the flashbang out. Pitt doesn't get blind by it. Goes forward one more time. That's going to be a full blind on the Pex, though, as now he's looking in that direction. He's probably going to...
I think Peter's alerted him, hey, this guy has, like, no HP. I legged him. So just, chill out.
Oh, Pitt. He's going to look for an easy shot for Pitt to make happen. 3K for Pitt. Peter got the other 2. And like that, it's reset. Luminosity will go up 9-2. And no money on the Ace Gaming side. But they're going to buy out anyways.
Yeah, I mean, they got to get something going here, so they're going to do what they can, and that was just Peter doing a great job, after Ace Gaming took mid-control and was kind of getting some favorable exchanges in the beginning of the round. He held firm with that op and B with 2 kills and really slowed things down a lot, and he even got that leg shot on the Pex, which kind of, opened up to Pitt when he was in that 1 versus 3 to at least have one easy target. It wound up being the last one he had to deal with, and just Pitt, a smart player, peeking properly, and being able to put that one away. So Ace Gaming, showing us a couple of signs of success here or there, but they can't seem to put it together consistently. Luminosity still looking very much in command this game.
Yeah, definitely looking good so far into it. That's going to be 9-2 as we hit round 12, but we are into a pause. I don't have chat at the moment, so did you see what the pause was or which team actually paused?
No, I don't have any chat either, so I have no idea.
Actually, I can bring up a console and it's there. It was actually Luminosity. Peter did it, and it looks like keyboard problems. So I guess Pitt was having a keyboard issue, and it looks like they're ready to roll now. Unpause is happening into round 12. Ace Gaming going on the buyout here. As you can see, not a lot of money on their side, but they're going to go forward anyways. They're committing into this round. Assuredly, next round, they will be on a save if they can't win here.
Keyboard fell on the ground. Wow.
A little excited making one of those shots.
Yeah, I guess he got really excited about that clutch, man. Just tossed his keyboard. Anyway, Ace trying to once again get some mid control here, and they will catch Anger kind of in no man's land. They do put some damage on him, but they cannot get the kill. They cannot get control, and Naf has been able to actually press through B and catch Monty. Now he's just going to be lurking inside the smoke, throwing a flash through it, trying to get even more aggressive. And Naf lets him play this risky play style. Sometimes it bites him, but sometimes he makes plays, and this time it's going to bite him.
That's actually going to be Max Aki who takes down Nav. Here comes the rotate from Anger, throwing in some counter flashes just in case terrorists are trying to cross their way in, and they will cross. He makes the spray, doesn't hit any of the shots though. And so Pitt is already there. Here comes a large rotate though. The number 3 man of Lex will come in from behind, takes down Max Aki. Now it's up to Disciple and Vez. Vez will hit a shot on the Pitt. Remove him from the round. That's going to get it close to being even here, but Lex drops down out of the vents, gets Disciple from the side. Anger will get the silenced M4 headshot onto Vez. 2K for Lex. Kills between Anger, Peter, and Nafly that round. That makes it 10-2 in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, and Ace obviously has nothing to work with this round, so Force once again is to take a save. You're going to see a few upgraded pistols, but for the most part, this will probably just be Luminosity putting on another, shooting clinic. Just, visiting the range, getting some practice rounds in at this point.
Into 13 now. Luminosity Gaming with a huge advantage here, and it looks like Ace Gaming is going to try and work this back towards the A bomb site once again on an eco round. Hasn't worked for him yet, but they're going to risk the blender one more time as it's going to be Pitt And Lex is going to be over there by the back of quad. He's going to hit the initial shot onto Maxaki. He's going to spray down the second one. Pit's right there, too. Pit gets Vez. Nafly on the rotate will take down Monty, and Lex with the cleanup. Another 3K for Lex with only 2 HP to spare that round. Well, that makes it 11-2 in favor of Luminosity.
Actually, I think that was a fake attempt. Naf actually got his kill outside B. I think they tried to ninja the bomb B there. No, the bomb was
I thought he rotated up.
That was just a lurker. That was just a lurker on the B side of the map. Naf caught. No, they actually had the bomb in Squeaky Hall. I was wrong. But yeah, either way, Ace Gaming, you know, just like you said, running into the blender pretty much every eco round. They don't really seem to have much to work with on ecos to even try to get something going. And Naf's getting aggressive here in the B main, able to get a kill, able to drop back as well.
Oh, wow,
still not being caught.
Too?
Looking for more. Gets a second. Oh my God. Peter also
Peter,
getting one. Oh, Peter, I think actually got that kill. Never mind. Naf only. No, Naf did get two. Okay.
Naf got two.
Wow.
Yeah. Peter stole the third one. But now it's all up to Monty. I don't think he's been spotted just yet. No, Peter's going to make a risky drop. Sees him, pulls out the pistol, will wrangle it in and get himself the frag. As Lex actually got a frag also that round, but that's 12-2 in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, it's definitely been quite the dominant half here for Luminosity, hasn't it? I just read a comment in chat that LG is drinking soda with their left hands while eating pretzels with their right hands and, you know, just playing with their feet, basically, I guess. And while that's obviously not true, you can just kind of tell that it really has been kind of that easy for Luminosity in most of these rounds. Like we even said, like, yeah, some games you look at the scoreboard and the scoreboard doesn't really reflect how close the game was because maybe the rounds were close, but most of these rounds have been quite one-sided. There's been so many rounds where Luminosity lose either no members or only one. It's just been very, very dominant. Only Ace has been able to fit in a couple of rounds here or there. But yeah, LG's just, you know, playing really, really well here on the CT side.
Yeah, I mean, they're being aggressive here because they know they have the advantage, but it's never really, well, Nafly kind of aggressive by himself, but like when we're seeing aggression outside of B normally, it's 2 or 3 players going in that direction, so it's controlled aggression, and it's working well for them. They're not getting too overconfident except for Nafly, but I mean, he's making it work for him as we have actually a frag going out in favor of Ace, and quickly, just like that, Pit comes in with the cleanup frags to end the half, 13-2. Luminosity with a gigantic lead here going into second half of map number 1.
I mean, I don't know what you say here. I mean, Luminosity is just a pretty good team. They're, you know, a top 4, top 5 NA team, and Ace is not good. I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. Is there anything else to be said? I mean, I know that's kind of mean, but they're 2-13 in ESCA. They're 0-8-1 in our league. They're just, I don't know, man. They're just not a good team. Not together, at least.
Yeah, we've seen Ace Gaming perform better than this, especially when Maxaki was first there, and same with the initial pickup of Vez. They had 2 really good games in a row, and then it's just been kind of a steady downhill climb since then. Well, not steady. I mean, it wasn't a real big drop off. Their third game, they did real bad.
Yeah, you would think things would have gotten better when they got Mizaki, like in Canada, and he could play with like proper ping in these online matches, but he's been a complete flop, to be honest with you. In all the games that I've casted, at least, like, he's never done anything special to, like, merit making that heavy of an investment, you know, importing a Swedish player into the NA scene. The only other example, of course, we have is Pitt, but at least he's done well. He's a good player, and he's surrounded by other talented players, whereas it seems like with Ace, they don't really have anything going for him.
Well, we are going to start second half now. Luminosity Gaming versus Ace Gaming. And Ace Gaming desperately needs this pistol here, but Luminosity, a very excellent execute T-side team. And it looks like they're going to be showing off one of these executes on a pistol round going towards the A-bomb site at the moment. And let's see what they do here. They're going to be throwing that smoke. Where's Lex trying to... I couldn't see he was full blind, and now I'm off him. But yeah, they're going to be trying to set up to try and work this in to into the A-bomb site. And Nafly on the flank watch will get one onto Pex, but Monty is there to trade him out. And wow, Ace Gaming looking very good into this. Now it's all up to Peter. Peter's actually going to rotate his way through the bomb, makes it all the way through the A-bomb site, and escapes free. Oh man,
why did he stop?
Oh, is he still going to get away? Yeah, he still gets away free and clear. Wow.
I guess he just wanted to try to get a kill and double back.
Yeah, and they think it was a fake.
I mean, there's no way he wins this, right? But he gets the bomb money. That's what matters.
Maybe. I mean, if they line up and get these, let him have these one-on-ones, don't peak evenly here. He takes down Monty initially, only goes down to 83
Oh, they have
HP.
to win this round. Oh,
Max
no,
Hockey
please
goes
win
down.
this round.
So now he's
Please
1v2. Disciples right there pushing it up into the site will be a CT. He's going to be right up in his face. He's got to look up, doesn't look up for Fez, and gets taken down. And that was almost disastrous if you're Ace Gaming. If you would have allowed Peter to get those last 2 frags, that would have been rough.
Yeah, if Peter wins that round, there's like literally no hope for Ace at that point. Not only because of the embarrassment of losing that round, but like economically, this would have been like a crushing blow. Luminosity would have already been at 14 with only 2 rounds to play, both anti-ecos, you know? So, yeah, that would have literally been GG probably right there if he comes up with that crazy play. But Ace Gaming able to, you know, gather themselves there and then put that round away. They had a great start to the round. They just kind of let it slip, like you said, giving Peter a couple of 1v1s that he won. Luminosity being conservative here, you know, just saving their guns so they can get full AKs in the 3rd round. But they've already done quite a lot of damage here to Monty as they're just rushing into B, and Monty just caught in the open space there.
Fez is able to hit 2 shots, though, actually make that 3. They're able to get their way into the site as Pitt is able to take down 1. Doesn't grab a rifle with it, though, so he's still got the P250 in his hands. He's going to be 1v3 at the moment. And can magic happen here for Pitt? They're looking for him. Disciple is going to be the first one to take some damage. Max Hockey goes in on the peak. And Sweet versus Sweet goes in favor of Max Hockey that round, at least. And that makes it 13-4. So Ace Gaming with a little bit of life, but there was a bomb plant initially, so Luminosity will go on that early buy and try and turn their fortune around right now.
Yeah, I mean, with the 1st round bomb plant, like, this is kind of the more traditional option, just to get AKs and stuff in the 3rd round. I have seen some teams kind of just buying up Tech 9s anyway, 2nd round, even after a 1st round bomb plant. So that is kind of like the newer meta, but this is still something that's, like I said, the more conservative option, the safer option. And in my opinion, I like this option a bit better. I think you have a better advantage here than, you know, Tech 9ing round 2, but we'll see what LG can do with it. Like I said, they're a team that loves to get mid control, absolutely loves to do it. You know, getting Nav, getting Anger, getting even Peter sometimes out mid as well, and then just kind of exercising off of that. This is one of their favorite things to do on T-side.
So Luminosity into round 18, trying to get a 14th round in their favor and shut down Ace Gaming right now. Ace Gaming is going to go into 4 M4s here, 2 silence, 2 regular, and then 1 FAMAS actually in the hands of Monty. They really need to pay dividends with that FAMAS here, at least get a frag down so they can try and swamp that out for an AK, because Luminosity Gaming has been aiming very well into this match so far and getting good trade outs and working well as a unit. Looks like they're going to try and split this after they throw a fake over here at the B bomb site. Vez will take down Peter. Does that pull a rotate? And it will pull a rotate. This mid-man has to get that shot. Anger will get it. Nafly is still up over there in the checker. They're going to think it's a fake now. They're going to rotate back towards A as the execute is coming in. Hex does all he can from the quad for the time being. And there's a terrorist right over the top of him. Pitt makes the jump on top of quad. And Luminosity will be up 4 players to 2 now. This Pitt just smoked himself out, but luckily he finds another smoke.
Yeah, he missed the smoke. Disciple down to 1v3, but immediately caught by Pitt there. And that was just a cool little fake play. I mean, LG, like I said, loved exercise mid-control. Your options from there, like, you know, split A, split B. They actually sent a couple of players vents to, you know, make Ace think it was, in fact, a B split. But then Anger, you know, catching Mizaki rotating in highway because of that, and the bomb was sitting in A main the whole time. So that was a pretty well-designed little fake there off of mid-control from Peter, you know, the in-game leader over at Luminosity. So I like that play. That was quite clever. And we now have a 14-4 situation with Ace buying all that they can to contend against the map point, but it's not much. Just a couple of scouts and some upgraded pistols. Everyone here with AKs, and they're gathering up for just a huge A site push this time. Like I said, very, very good at mixing up heavy site pushes and mid splits. Look at this. Yeah, this flank. I was about to alert you to that, but you beat me to it. But it gets minimized pretty well.
Catch it. Yeah, Peter's able to catch it from behind. Pex is having to rotate his way out. He's got a scout. Doesn't know Anger's there in the smoke. Can't see it as Peter jumps up over the top. Napfly will go down to Monty on the flank. We lose Pitt, so it's going to be a 2 versus 3. 1 AK has been picked up in the hands of Disciple. Bomb is planted, though. Disciple's looking for anyone to get a little too aggressive, backing up, and that's going to be Peter on the backup. So now we have a 1 versus 1. We got Anger versus Disciple. Anger not blind by that at all. Disciple trying to work his way around. Almost gets punished for that one. Flashbang comes out. Full blind will be Anger. Doesn't know where he's at, and Anger will hit the 1-tap headshot onto Disciple. That makes it match point for Luminosity. 2 frags for Anger, 3 for Peter.
Yeah, Luminosity now just 1 round away from putting this map away and moving on to our second map, which is in fact Train, which was Luminosity's pick. So Ace, of course, will get the CT side first there, which is, you know, a decent spot to be in, but it may not matter. We'll just have to see as Luminosity here gearing up for what could be the last round of this game. In fact, very likely Ace, once again, just some upgraded pistols and a scout, not much to work with. Vez already getting some damage there as he tried to peek into B main for some information. He did spot quite a few players, but he's the only person there. There's 2 mid, 2 A, and just Vez here sitting inside the B bomb site. Monty finally starting to rotate to heaven, but Peter going to be holding off some lurking here, you know, waiting for those rotations, and he will in fact catch Disciple.
We're going to have Max Hockey take a bunch of damage. He will hit the shot, though. Pex is trying to take down Peter. Peter will escape for the time being. It's going to be a 3-on-4 as Monty takes down Pit. Napfly right there in the sight. He gets taken down by Vez, so only 1 man left. That's going to be Anger. Can he get another clutch? He's got CTs behind him, though. Got 2 possibly coming through the vent. They're going to be looking for his head right now. Do they peek for it? Anger watching for it very carefully. Throws the pop flash, looks again towards the vent. Monty completely blind. They're gonna peek out. They know that he's not in the vent room or in checker room anymore. One's flanking behind him. Anger in that 1 versus 4 steps out. Can't take down Monty initially. Looking for the second one in the site. Will get flanked by Pex. Actually, no, Pex was in the bomb site. Actually hit that shot. So Pex grabs that. They're able to stay alive in this game. 15-5 in favor of Luminosity. Still on match point. It looks like they're gonna have to do an eco round here.
Yeah, putting up a last stand there. I mean, it was just Monty, you know, getting some nice damage in with that scout. Vez and Pex obviously putting in some work there as well. And as you said, Luminosity actually forced to take kind of a save here. Just some upgraded pistols, a couple of smokes, 1 flash. So they don't have a whole lot to work with. Leads me to believe they'll just do like a really heavy side execute right off the bat, since they don't have a whole lot of nades to play around with. And Ace will get aggressive at A main though and use a pop flash to peek in. They will catch Anger and Nap.
Ooh, but answering will be Lex, though, so they're still going to be able to work into this round. Lex is trying to find one of those guns. Not quite able to do it. He's got a backup, got his knife out, though. Mazaki steps in, takes him down, and his own teammate killing Pex. That's rough.
Indeed. Indeed.
That hurts when you're down on money. You're at match point. You take a gun out of one of your teammates' hands. He has to rebuy.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is they can't even worry about that now because, like, 1 round loss, they lose anyway. So, like, the economy thing kind of doesn't matter as much. Luminosity has plenty of cushion to keep taking saves and make sure they get a comfortable full buy. And Ace Gaming, you know, always going to be able to put something together. But they do have kind of low cash. But, like I said, 1 loss, it doesn't matter. You're not even buying the next round anyway.
So, into round 22, still match point for Luminosity. And no point in saying that anymore because it's match point from here on out for Ace, or for Luminosity. Ace Gaming has to win every single round to stay alive in this, force some overtime on map number 1. That's a tall order here. And we're actually have Luminosity going on an eco round again. Deagles are coming out in their hands. Very good with them. Disciple will take down Napfly. That's actually going to be Max Hockey who took down the other player, which was Pit. As we see Lex hit a Deagle shot. Another Deagle shot comes out from Lex. That's 2 for him. Max Hockey almost hits the op as Lex got a little too aggressive at the bottom of Highway.
Yeah, so now we have ourselves a 3-on-3 situation. Once again, Luminosity at their classic mid-control stand here, but Mizaki watching it from Highway with the op will get the pick on the Peter. And he'll also take down Lex. Yeah, so very well done here by Mizaki to hold this off. Of course, this was a save round, but still, Mizaki doing great to hit some shots here, put Anger in a 1v3.
Ooh, Anger trying to go for that 1 dig. Doesn't quite connect with it. Max Hockey down to 45 HP. Max Hockey's going to go for the repeat. Pex is there with the auto sniper just in case. Able to get the shot. So now it's going to be 15-7 in favor of Luminosity as they're going to go on to a full buy here.
Yeah, so I mean, Luminosity is now aware that they're up against an op and an auto sniper, and it's good that they saw it then and not on a gun round where it really could have just destroyed them. At least on a save round that you're expecting to lose anyway, you get that information, so that's good news for them. And now they just have to kind of think about where could that auto sniper be? Like, where do we need to worry about that being at? And we actually even have a double op set up too. So we have 2 ops and an auto sniper. This looks like, are we on DE train all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Are we already on train? We already switched maps?
I don't know why they put 3 scopes onto the board and a match point situation.
I mean, this is a double op map. I mean, for sure. You see teams run that kind of setup all the time, but yeah, kind of weird to see 3 scopes on cash.
So now we have 3 scopes and a FAMAS left alive here as Monty's going to be pushed into the site. Disciple's able to hit a shot. Monty peeks out. Pit will take him down. So now it's going to be a 3-scope retake. That's the problem with that many scopes. It's going to be a hard retake for them to get. Bomb rotates in. Going to get the plant off. 1 really deep flank will be coming from Max Hockey, though, with the op in his hands. Disciple just waiting for the smoke to clear. But the T's are set up in good positions here, still using their utility quite effectively. Hex will be in the creeper. Auto sniper Pit will punish him. And Max Hockey still on that deep rotate. Disciple steps out. He goes down to Pit. Now it's all up to Max Hockey. Peter removes him from the round. Pit hits a 3K, and that's going to be the end of map 1, 16-7 in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too surprising. As we said, Luminosity definitely the favorite team. They've been quite successful this season. No losses on the season out of 11 games played. Guaranteed not to have a loss here tonight as well now. So they'll have at least a season with no losses. Now, they do have more ties than wins, so that kind of hurts their points a little bit. But otherwise, they've been a good team in our league. They have some good players. They definitely have made some drastic improvements to their roster since the last time we saw them at like our last CEVO LAN. They definitely really put together a better team. Their investment in Pitt has been a positive one. They've surrounded him with other really good players, bringing in Naf and Anger, firing back up, and they're one of the top NA teams, top 4 somewhere. Ace continues to struggle. They've been struggling all year long. Like I said, they have no wins in our league. They have 8 losses, maybe about to get their 9th or second tie maybe. And then, like I said, in ESCA, they're like 2-12 or 2-13. So they're not really well put together, and they're struggling. And this is kind of what we expected to happen, unfortunately. In map 2, I wouldn't expect it to be much different than what we just saw, probably. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I mean, the only advantage here going forward with Ace Gaming is the fact that they get side choice on Train, which is hopefully going to help them a little bit here. But man, Luminosity was just playing really well. They started slipping towards the end, but one thing I wanted to touch on with Luminosity is even when they were at match point and they had the gun advantage, they were still running strats like they were coming back from a loss. You know what I mean? Like, they were still practicing the entire time, and that's one thing that I really like about them, is they're always working, even if they're dominating a match, and they weren't pulling out Negevs and auto snipers and auto shotguns to just troll around. They were constantly working. And that's, I really like that with these guys. There's quite a few other teams that are doing it right now. It's always good to see guys that are going to work hard no matter what, even if they're dominating.
Right, yeah, definitely. So props to LG. Like I said, a win tonight, and definitely not taking a loss tonight now definitely helps their credibility. They're looking pretty decent in the rankings to get a land spot at this point. So, yeah, let's see if they can finish the job, though, and get that extra point by getting the W tonight, as we will be right back with map number 2, which will be Train. It is Luminosity's pick, so Ace will get side choice, so they'll probably be CT side first unless they pull out some crazy T side first business on Train, but very unlikely. And we'll just go from there, folks, so just stay tuned. We'll be right back.